On a sunny morning, Satish and his friends Rizwan and Irfan play a game of caroms. A group of young boys like any other, they have few days left to enjoy life in each other's company. All of them have been diagnosed with terminal leukemia. Rizwan's wife is at home, taking care of their 3-month-old son. 8-year-old Satish eagerly awaits his mother's visit so he can see his 7-day-old baby sister. 21-year-old Irfan, the eldest of 4 siblings, had just begun to work when he fell ill.
बीमार होके कुछ 5 महीना हुआ है. पूरा बॉडी में जो बॉडी का बोन से है वो कभी स्टार्ट वहाँ से पैर से स्टार्ट होता है और पूरा यहाँ तक चल जाता है. कभी-कभी 3 महीने से मेरा ट्रीटमेंट चल रहा है. 2 महीने तक हम लोग घर में तकलीफ में था, काम पे जाता था, पता नहीं था ना कुछ है ऐसा करके. दूसरे हॉस्पिटल में गया था, वहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ मेरा ट्रीटमेंट. वहाँ हम लोग कुछ 1 महीना 2 महीना तक करे. इसके बाद वहाँ पर हम लोग एडमिट नहीं करे फिर बराबर हमने.
और बहुत अजीजी करी डॉक्टर से कि इसको कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ दे जिससे इसको आराम मिले, लेकिन वो लोग ने नहीं दिए. बहुत मेरे को ये करे कि आप लेके चले जाओ, बस एंड है इनका करके.
Desperate and beyond hope, the family turned to Karunashraya. The hospice was set up in Bangalore in 1999 with the mission of providing palliative care for those suffering from terminal cancer.
You know, when cancer patients complete their treatment and when they have nowhere else to go, when the doctor says you can take the patient home now, that's a stage, that's a very traumatic stage, I think, for the family and for the patient, where they know that the end is coming and they don't know where to go or how to handle the patient during that time. So that's the stage at which we come in. Once the patient has gone home, our home care team goes and sees the patient and starts looking after them at that stage. They counsel on what medicines to be taken, they do dressings if it's required. But a stage often comes where the efforts at home are not enough or are inadequate. And that is where the home care nurse then tells them about the existence of Karunashraya, the inpatient facility, and gives them the option if they want to come in. Most patients and most families then do decide to come into the hospice because they can't look after the patient and the patient could possibly be suffering a lot.
उस दिन तो बहुत दर्द था. फिर यहाँ पर आने के बाद इंजेक्शन दिए, 15-10 मिनट के बाद मेरा कंट्रोल हुआ, मैं ठीक हुआ. फिर मतलब उसके बाद दर्द अभी तक दर्द नहीं है, अभी कम है मेरा दर्द.
यहाँ पर आने से मेरे बच्चे को बहुत आराम मिला और 1 रोज में मेरे बच्चे की तकलीफ दूर हुई और अभी मेरा बच्चा अच्छा है और हंस रहा है. मैं भी उसके साथ खुश हूँ और मेरा बच्चा भी यहाँ पर खुश है.
The routine of care begins early at Karunashraya as the ward staff hands over their shift. It's been a busy night at the hospice.
Total patient 41, on discharge, on death. Ward number first, Savitrama.
The staff makes a meticulous report of the condition of each patient and any new developments overnight. The procedure is detailed and exhaustive, so the day staff is more than adequately prepared to deal with any crisis. Sister Alfie and Sister Rose Matthew take over what promises to be a hectic day. Soon, they are ready to begin their individual rounds to check on each patient and compile a pain score. Physical pain is the most extreme symptom of cancer patients. The pain score is based on the patient's level of physical discomfort and pain, sleep, hunger, or nausea. The nurses must understand the patient's account of her pain in simple yet very precise terms.
This is the most crucial and most difficult work what we deal with, because we are between life and death, like, you know. Our motto is that adding life to days rather than days to life. So we help them to die with the dignity, the whatever days they live.
We do believe that every human being has a basic birthright, and that is to die in peace and dignity. Whether he is a rich man or a poor man, whoever it is should die in peace and dignity. And all our efforts are directed towards ensuring that the patient enjoys those two benefits.
First when I came, it was very difficult. So many days, so many like this big wounds, to see that there was not much stamina. After 2-3 months, went for a home care. That time I saw one of the patients from here we discharged, how she was suffering at home. Her medication is over, there is no medicine at all, and lot of pain and lot of breathlessness, and all the family members has gone for a work, and there is not much, there is nothing to eat. That condition, patient was lying in a pathetic condition. I felt so bad. Then I understood more of patients suffering at home. Then I thought, Karunashraya, at least we are the last stage. You know, we are giving lot of care. They are comfortable. At least they are comfortable.
Hospice care the world over is compassionate care, and therefore we don't believe that we have a right to charge anything to whoever comes to us. And we provide this care totally free of charge, and we provide it only from donations. There have been large donors, there have been small donors, and no sum is small enough for us to turn down.
No idea? What idea? I am giving 5% of IV dextrose, because patient is not able to swallow even the liquid. And since he has got a CA epiglottis, CA throat, he finds difficult. Whatever, he can't take the solid food because it is not going, because of the growth is pushing inwardly, he can't take anything.
At the hospice, the aim is to make each patient as comfortable as possible in every way. The kitchen at Karunashraya caters to each patient's individual need and taste. No request is too small, no task too laborious, no whim or fancy out of reach.
Rice ganji?
Shanti Sagar.
Oh, Shanti Sagar. Shanti Sagar masala shivanda. Yeah, we will provide you. Okay. Usually they will have cancer of brain. They will have a lot of mood fluctuation. Now he is not in a, whatever we ask. No, sometimes he gives correct answer, sometimes not.
ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಾ ரொம்ப ನೋವಿದಾ 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಲ್ಲಿ 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಹೌದಾ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ
When we talk to the patient, we will know what kind of pain they have got. Actually, of course, in the mouth cancer patient, they will have lot of physical pain. That is why every day we will come and ask the patient how much percentage of pain you have. So if they say more than 25 or 30% of pain, we will give breakthrough dose. Because no kadme aitalla. Kadme aita. He was in 100% of pain. With that, he is comfortable now.
An interdisciplinary team of professionals manages palliative care at Karunashraya. Besides medical attention from doctors and nurses, patients also need constant psychological and emotional support from counsellors.
We come for rounds. We'll talk about that.
Nobody can do all the work. So we nurses work as a link between doctor and the counsellors.
Many complex issues arise from their prognosis. Pain, fear of death, anxiety for loved ones, unfulfilled desires. The team tries to take care of as much as they can. This patient even complains about too much care.
Satish, good morning sollu. Doctor kitta nee kaalila enna pannan sollupa.
Chelluda. Yaar kotte?
Nalla iruncha.
Avanu injection vedante.
Just put some ointment.
Yeah.
Injection andava.
Injection ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕತ್ನೋ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸತೀಶ್. 3 ದಿನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ನೋವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ತಲೆವಲಿಯೇ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗ.
ಸರಿ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಚಿಕನ್ ಬಿರಿಯಾನಿ வேணுமா ಮಟನ್ ಬಿರಿಯಾನಿ வேணுமா
ಶೀಲಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಡ ಹೇಳಡ
Along with empathy and compassion for their suffering patients, there also comes attachment and the question, why? It's a hard question for anyone at Karunashraya to answer.
But very hard when it is children, because in the recent past we've had a lot of children. So, to even answer some of the questions that their parents put to us is very difficult, and even with adults, because there are many adult patients whom we get and they say we've been so good, we've been so God-fearing, and we've not harmed anyone. Why has God given us this kind of suffering and a punishment? There are some patients who become very philosophical and talk to us like that. At that time we have absolutely no answer to give them.
Some patients even find their own answers to these difficult questions.
Why you are not responding? Anything? Okay, you are going to sleep, that means. Are you going to sleep?
Go and sleep, trying to sleep.
For
another
100 years. What do you mean?
God will understand.
For Sukanya Mohanan, hope faded the day her husband was diagnosed with cancer.
That was the day he died for me. The day that doctor told me that it was metastatic and there was not much hope. That was the last day for me. He had slowly started giving up his fight towards the disease. I mean, he had stopped fighting. So what was the point in giving that kind of medicines? I mean, whatever the medicines may be, nothing was working on him.
At Karunashraya, Mohanan found peace.
Just that little, those few words of comfort, and then that security that the doctors are there for you if you need anything, that calmness and that peace of mind. He didn't suffer one bit. I don't even think the last breath was difficult for him.
When the end comes, it is not just the family that has to let go.
That's very difficult when they pass away. We feel some of our family members is gone from. That time we will be. Sometimes we cannot control our emotion. We will be very much in. Yeah.
Hope is a fragile creature, and in the face of all odds, it too must fade. At such times, Karunashraya ensures that peace and dignity can take its place.